Fitzpatrick now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got on the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all off-season. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game and ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Azeez Ojulari. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Fitzpatrick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run... the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now Jones. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Now Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 18-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to it. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.